Hello and welcome to another edition of The Box Seat here on perthracing.com.au. Well, it is the very exciting time of the year when Super Saturday just around the corner, not too far away, and what a day it is planned to be. 10 massive events. We've got two Group 1s, the $1 million Group 1 Carlton Draught Railway Stakes, the $500,000 Crown Perth Winterbottom Stakes, the Group 2 $350,000 Sky Racing WA Guineas, the Carbine Club of WA Stakes, the Jungle Mist Classic, also the Tats Cup, and a great support card. 11.22 set down for the first. The last is set down for 5.15. We are expecting an absolute blinder of a day weather-wise with a top of 29 degrees, partly cloudy. The track going, we're predicting a dead 4 come Saturday morning. The penetrometer 6.3, the rail back to the true position. And I went for a little wander on the track earlier on this week and it looks very even inside to out. We are expecting a magnificent day for racing. All the hard work that goes in throughout the year from all departments, it's about to pay off in big dividends, we hope, on Saturday for what is set to be a massive, massive day of racing here in WA. My job now, hopefully, to try and find a winner or two for the viewers out there. Race number 1 kicking us off at the early time of 11.22. It is the Miller Genuine Draft Sprint. It is over the 1,000 metre distance. Now we're going right back to May here, having a look at the effort of Return to Rio. David Harrison trains. Glenn Boss will ride on Saturday. This was his performance back on the 5th of May. Was beaten 2 1/4 as the favourite behind Pillow Time.
2 in front of Pillow Time and Beach Express. Full clip now called upon. Starts its move from Lean on Us. Middleman searching for run back behind them. But Return to Rio in full flight going to the 200. 2 on Pillow Time and Full clip. Forrest pulls the whip. Return to Rio's in front, but Pillow Time's got it. Pillow Time levels up with Return to Rio. Full clip. Megan's boy running on, but Pillow Time slipped away and raced home to score.
Well, look, he looked a little disappointing there, but you just need to keep in mind that following that event, he went under the veterinary eye and he was found to have a wind infirmity, and therefore he has had corrective throat surgery. So he's had a throat operation, has returned to Rio. His form prior was exceptional, despite his start back on the 15th of October where he was beaten behind Barraquee, who goes around as a short price favourite in the Winterbottom. He was 4 from 4. He's got a very good first up card. He's got a great record over this 1,000 metre journey. He's won 4 of his 5 starts here. G Boss rides. He gets in on the limit perfectly with the 74 plus rating. He's got a 74 rating. From barrier 2, you'd think he'd jump beyond the speed, and they're going to have struggled to get past him, I would think. The others, I thought Accelerata was beaten 5 in a trial, but look, he's a game day horse. He's got a great 1,000 metre record. Beach Express, the trial was okay behind Elusive Image. And the free time's one that can pop up when least expected, and on these big days he can do that also. But look, I think it's a pretty skinny race in the first. I'm very keen Return to Rio. I think it will win the race. Accelerata's the danger. But in race 1, very keen about the 8, Return to Rio. Well, race number 2 is the Bulmers Handicap. This is over the 1,400 metre distance. 62 plus rated gallopers here. It is for the 3-year-olds. We've got a good lineup too. 9-2 battle. This is the effort of Mr. Panon, finishing 2nd behind Detection. 3rd was Brave Prince. 4th was Guessing Game. But first up, Mr. Panon. He was eye-catching. A brave performance, beaten a short half head at the finish.
Down the gauntlet, though. They've kicked 2.5 in front of Mr. Panon. Brave Prince flat to the floorboards. Detection, though, quickly races away. Dropped off Fine Copper. Mr. Panon runs on. So does Brave Prince. It's Detection, the leader. Here's Mr. Panon grabbing it, though. Mr. Panon levels up. Went to Detection. Detection kicked. Detection, Mr. Panon.
Certainly was a very good performance handed in there by Mr. Panon. This Robert Harvey Jr. trained galloper was very, very good. He's got a great record, 4 starts, 2 wins, a 2nd and a 3rd. With the claim for young Mitchell Pateman bringing him to the 56 kilos, I think this brings him right to the party. The 1,400 metres is ideal. The runners behind him, I thought Brave Prince was good. I like him up to the 1,400 metres. He looked to want to get his head up in the air a little there. I don't think he was over racing. I think he's just a real colty type. And I think that up to the 1,400 they would have poured a bit of work into him. I think those famous Bob and Sandra Peters colours will come to the fore for several times on Saturday. He's certainly a great chance. Now, horses dropping out of the champion fillies. Passion Cantata was only beaten a length and a half, was in front with 75 metres to go. A great performance. Royal Inferno was beaten 4 1/4. Certainly Passion Cantata's the one out of those two. Trade Tip's a good last start winner. Jumbo, beaten in an easier race. It's not a bad lineup this. I'm very keen about Brave Prince. Passion Cantata, the horse to run down. Obviously, Mr. Panon has claims, but look, I'm very keen. Race 2, number 5, Brave Prince. Race number 3 is the Crown Lager Handicap. This is over the 1400 metre distance, 12:40 start time. This is a pretty good lineup of gallopers. Again, 68 plus, a very even field. I think a horse that has a lot of ability is He's Starkers from the Bruce Watkins and Gary Hitchcock yard. We're going back to his victory at Pinjarra. Now, from the vision we'll see here, you won't see the real picture. He missed the start and then got into a bit of trouble a bit before we're seeing now. This was a very good victory. His third win in as many starts. He's pretty smart, is He's Starkers.
Levelled up and hit the front. Countess Panetti slipped away from them. Put 2 Private Business. Lovray. He's Starkers gets into the clear. Rakaru runs on. Countess Panetti's the leader, but here comes He's Starkers. He's Starkers on the outside, levels up. He draws to the front now from Rakaru, and He's Starkers pulls away and he wins again. He remains unbeaten after 3 starts.
Certainly was a very good performance handed in there by He's Starkers. Peter Hall was on board on that occasion. He drops the 1.5 kilo, stepping up in grade, I should say. That was a terrific win, a wonderful performance. He's 3 for 3, looks to have a lot of potential. No reason to suggest he won't be awfully hard to beat here once again. But there are a few that we need to touch on. Certainly I See Things You Don't. Chris Gangemi, Sean McGruddy. It's dropping out of the RJ Peters Stakes where it was only beaten 3 1/4 lengths. The blinkers go on. Does suggest to me back 100. He's going to zoom from the wide barrier. He's going to assume the role as pacemaker. They'll need to get past him. Tricky Sid was a very good last start winner. Just wanted to race a little unruly in the straight. He's been back to the trials, wasn't knocked about. Behind Ranger, the Alleged has had a little freshen up. Then we have the likes of the Regulator, Wicked Game from the Andrews camp. Peninsula was okay behind Peggy's Dream. I think it's between I See Things You Don't and He's Starkers. I'm going for He's Starkers to remain unbeaten. I just think it's going to be a better price, and the win at Pinjarra was outstanding. On top for me, I See Things You Don't. Obviously the testing material back to this grade. He's only up 3.5 kilos. He'll take a stack of beating, but race 3, I like the 8. He's Starkers.
Here she is. She's 2 legs clear on the inside. Are you on this one, mate? Come on, baby. Bring it home, baby. That's it. All the way. She's got a clear run on the inside. Give me yeah!
Share your excitement. The Festival of Perth Racing kicks on with Carlton Draught Super Saturday. It's WA's biggest race day with $1 Million Racing and Jebediah live on stage. Tickets at perthracing.com.au. Share your excitement.
Woo.